Good morning, dear 7th grade students. Today we are going to be working on an action plan for you guys to keep up during this week off. For us to get started, I will be walking you through what you have actually to do during this week. So the main topic is let's write a news article, and the objective of this week, guys, is for you to understand how to use present perfect and past simple. Okay, present perfect, the structure of the present perfect is the subject, I, you, she, we, and for us, guys, to write a sentence using present perfect, we have to keep in mind this important fact, that is the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb goes for I, you with have, and they with have as well. And with she and he, we use has. Okay? And the main verb, guys, is in past participle. It means the third column of the verbs. You can check verb list in your in the student book. At the back of the book, you can find a huge list of verbs, and you have to focus on the third column. I mean, you have to look at the final column of the verbs that is meant to be used with present perfect. Okay, let's try some examples. I have seen aliens. You have eaten mine. Let's say cupcake, you name it. And she has not. This is a negative part. All right. And when it comes to past simple, guys, I want you to keep this in mind, that when it comes to regular verbs, most of them we have to write ed at the end of the verb. For example, I studied law. I worked at the Robles school. You studied at Gimnasio Robles school. And when it comes to write questions, we have to use the auxiliary did. Okay, guys, the auxiliary did. Okay. If you have any question, please let me know. Later on, we are gonna be having an Skype meeting for us to keep ourselves up with this topic. Okay. For you to practice, guys, I want you to check your student book. It says Students Book, page 7, exercise 2, items B and C. This is the exercise 2, items B and C. In the item B, you have, look through this chart. It's an explanation for you to have a big idea of past simple and present perfect uses. And finally, in the item C, you have to complete these gaps with the correct form of the verbs, either past simple, or present perfect. And finally, exercise 3, items A and B, please, is complete. It says complete the news article with the correct form of the verbs and write a headline. It means, again, based on the theory of the present perfect, the past simple, we have to complete this news article. And finally, the item B, you have to pick one of these headlines for you to grant a headline for this new article. Okay. And now let's move on to the workbook. You have to complete the entire exercise, the entire page. Please, guys, don't you forget, as soon as you finish both the activities of the student book and the workbook, please take a picture. Okay, take a picture for me to grade what you have done. Okay, later on, Diana's coordinator is going to tell you how to access a platform for you to upload your work. In this case, the photograph of your works. And finally, please, guys, check your platforms, English Attack and my own. There are some assignments for you to get it to get them completed by the end of this week. And finally, guys, please, I want you to keep this in mind. Protect yourself and those around you, either your family, your friends. So the first advice is stay at home if you feel unwell. Avoid touching your face, nose and mouth. Stay 1.5 meters away from people who are coughing or sneezing. Cover coughs and sneeze. And finally, watch your hands. Guys, please, we have to take this, um, let's say, with a higher level of responsibility. Otherwise, guys, we can have some problems. Okay. Oh man.